Good morning guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is going to be our morning TD update for a few assets that we're looking at. This is my second video. I did my first one on this yesterday. So again, any of you guys got any particular tickers that you want analysing, just leave them in the description, not in the description, you can't do that obviously, leave them in the comments, and then we can then look at those in tomorrow's video. I hope you guys are all well. Let's go straight over to the charts. So S&P first. So as you can see, this is the daily. We did the weekly and monthly yesterday. The daily was still on a red 4 on the TD. You can kind of see that we are getting compressed between the 200 and the 21 moving average. Obviously I'm below the 618, so we're gonna basically have to break out of this range at some point. So we are hugging the 21 pretty tightly here. So if we break below that, I mean, I think we're definitely coming straight for the 382. And then obviously reassessing there, so that's obviously sat around just over 2600. Conversely, if we keep squeezing up here, keep riding the 21 up, and then take out and close above the this 200, then we can pretty much get back to the 786, which again, that can be a level of resistance that we sell off. We could very well do this and go down, because obviously a lot of people are quite bearish on this market. So it could definitely be sort of not I wouldn't call it a fake out, but just to shake out some of the weakest shorts, or even not even the weakest shorts, just to shake out some stronger shorts that are basically weighted to the 618, and then dump from there. Or we can just go straight back to all-time highs, completely in the face of obviously everything that's going on in the real world. But these are markets; they don't have to do what's going on in the real world. So but nothing really changed TD wise from yesterday. We've got a red for this could obviously flip to a green one if we close today above. I think it's above here, obviously above this one candle there. So we could be starting a bullish count again. So we'll see what happens there. RSI again looking strong again, moving back up. MACD, it's still looking like it's going to be on its way down on the daily. So we just got to keep basically on the daily scale. We just got to keep watching these two moving averages, I think. Right, so over to oil. Here we go. So again, this is the daily. Yeah, I mean we're at horizontal resistance here anyway. Still obviously in the green count. Let's just have a look at the weekly and the monthly again. Yeah, the weekly is now a green one. So that's good on a weekly scale, but this is a pretty big candle. I mean, if you look at the bottom of this wick, and then obviously this reversal candle, now this candle up, this is obviously a pretty big candle to then be buying on the top of next week. But we'll see. We'll just assess that when we get to it. But yeah, TD count, not too much going on there really with the count. We're just mid range at 5. We were obviously operating pretty much under the 21 for a while, and we've broken back above the 21 and actually above the 50 as well. So if we can stay above the 50, we can get across of the 21 and the 50 moving period average, and then maybe then try and work our way up to the 200. The 200 is currently basically nearly 2x the price, but I mean over time we can maybe try and do that. But what I think would be the likely scenario though is that we played under the 21 for a while. We're basically testing the 50 period, and we will probably get rejected and at least come back down to the 21 and see if we can find support on the 21. That would be my guess. Right, so over to Bitcoin on the daily. This is looking bullish. Obviously we're gonna get this cross here between the 21 and the 200. So it's not basically the golden cross, which is obviously the 50 and the 200, which is obviously this one here, that's still bear crossed. But yeah, but all I will say with Bitcoin at the moment, we've got a pretty big FA event coming in, so it's pretty much going to run over a lot of TA, I would have thought. So and there's lots of stuff going on in Bitcoin obviously at the moment. There's been a few very large transfers over to Bitfinex, 7,500 BTC over to Bitfinex, and then there was 6,000 BTC a few days ago. So they could be preparing to dump that BTC on the Bitfinex exchange. There's only really two reasons why you transfer that amount of BTC to an exchange, or any BTC to an exchange. It's to sell that BTC, or you want to kind of trick people into thinking you're selling it and then take it back off the exchange and buy the market up. You could do that, but if you do that, you're not going to have necessarily the same buying effect as you are obviously if you actually just dump that BTC. So Bitfinex longs are obviously getting a bit spooked over that. So yeah, hey, let's have a look at Tesla, our good old friend Tesla. We all love a bit of Tesla, don't we? Yeah, so daily chart, still operating on a green 3. It's still a bullish posture here in Tesla. 200, we're obviously well above the 200 period, and it has an upward slope. 21 period, again we're above that, an upward slope, and we are also above the 50 period as well, which is good. So literally we've got the 250 and 21. That's what you want to see in a bullish formation, and then we got supported by the 21. So as much as I don't like Tesla, it's on the daily, it isn't a bullish formation. But if we go, I mean weekly is the same bullish formation again, 250 21. So you can't, there's nothing you can argue with that. We obviously got overextended away from the splayed out moving averages. Tested the 50, which is fine, and then obviously had a massive rally off the 50. So this looks good. The only issue we have with Tesla is this monthly 9 here, but so we've got to see what happens. It's very early in this month anyway. Obviously we can this could be a sell the 9, but we could be selling up here and the candle could rally all the way up to there, or we could start coming down now. You don't know, but that is my own hesitation with Tesla. But the monthly MACD is looking very strong, but the monthly RSI, if we do come out of the control this high level in the RSI, it won't be that great for Tesla. So let's have a look at Facebook guys. So Facebook on the monthly, obviously strong trend. There's not too much we can say there. There's a moving average gone off there. But right, so we'll go weekly. Weekly still amazing trade here, look guys, off the weekly 9. That's a fantastic move. I mean, if we look at that, basically the 9 there, once we trade above that, so around here, you're about 34%, 30% in profit anyway. And obviously your stop would have been below this 9, so you didn't hit your stop. So your stop would have been, if you bought basically at the break above, well, if you bought the break above the candle, rather than the candle close, it would have, your stop was quite wide. But obviously it's still up 30%. If you're trading weekly time frames, obviously your stop's going to be wide. Sorry, over to the daily. So daily, here we go. Daily Facebook. We had a daily 9 on Facebook. We look like we're getting, obviously we've got the cross here, but these moving averages aren't necessarily in the most bullish posture. 200 still moving down. Obviously 21 is moving up quite strongly, and the 50 may start to move up. 21 has crossed the 50. Looking at this, I mean, we've got a daily 9, and the moving averages we're quite far away from, and we've moved quite far quite fast. So I wouldn't be surprised to either see a test of the 200, which will probably come in around here, or just grinding out this area, the 21 moving up, and a test of the 21. But we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so I think really see how this plays out the next couple of days, but you could definitely be looking for a short in Facebook. Yeah, definitely I'm definitely looking for a short in Facebook anyway. So what else can we have a look at? We will have a look at one of the tanker stocks. I know you guys love the tanker stocks. I know these are pretty volatile at the moment. So let's have a look on the monthly. Not that it's going to matter too much on the monthly, because obviously this latest stuff we've got going on regarding oil storage is pretty much a localized thing. But yeah, the monthly sells do react quite well, and we've had a monthly sell. So over to the weekly. Weekly is definitely, we had a perfect 9 here on the weekly in January. That was a great trade. And then yeah, we're moving our way back up. Again, bearish posture on these moving averages. 200 down, 21 curling down. Obviously 50 not at the moment. But we are above all these in basically the right spacing, as in 250, 21. We're above them all. Well, we're not actually. We're above the 21. But the trend, I mean, does seem quite top here. So let's have a look at the daily. Yeah, daily, great daily 9 there as well. We came down. Obviously, you would have been stopped out on that candle, unless you were taking partial profits and thought you maybe want to re-enter the short if you are bearish. But that's not really the most effective way to trade. But yeah, we are looking like we are definitely, at least as a bare minimum here, gonna test the 21. Sorry, test the 200 here on the daily. Still in a bearish count. So we're gonna have a look at a couple of currency pairs. Here we go. So the dollar Japanese yen, as you can see, we're gonna look at the monthly first. Massive Darth Maul candle there. But yeah, general trend, monthly trend is down, as you can clearly see. 200 period moving down. Yeah, 50 and 21 curled down. Not too much we can say count wise, other than we are in bearish count. Weekly again, same bearish count. Weekly RSI and MACD looking pretty bearish. Sorry, I didn't check the MACD in the monthly. Yeah, bearish and bearish both on the monthly too. So this is definitely bearish. And then daily though, we've got a daily by 9, so maybe we're going to get a bit of retracement for the next few days. I mean, the 9 played not so well there, but once we obviously broke back up this way, you could think, okay, maybe you are going to go back up. And then this indecision candle here, once we broke above there, you could buy. I mean, we did come back down, but I mean, ultimately we did go back up, and then top beautifully on a 9 here. Perfect, great sell, and then we're on a 9 again here. So obviously higher time frames are bearish, and even these lower time frames are bearish. If we look at the moving averages, we're above the 200, 250, 21, and we're below all that. So full bearish setup for the moving averages. But we have got a daily by 9, so maybe at least we're going to get a test up into the at least into the 21. But we'll see what happens with there. And then the last pair I wanted to look at was the Turkish lira. Let me just have a look. What's the ticker for the Turkish lira? Here we go. TRY. Was I not typing TRY? I don't know. Right, so monthly Turkish lira, definitely bullish, and we're coming towards the end of the count, but we are looking like we're going to take out this high here, and obviously you want to, if we take that out, you'd want to buy that level, so looking like a buy there. Obviously moving averages clearly bullish, everything bullish. There's nothing not bullish about this chart, guys. Nothing not bullish. Weekly again, pretty similar. Again, very bullish. We didn't even, we totally ran over the 9. We got a bit of weakness on it, but nothing major. Obviously topped in the 9 there. Yeah, so weekly still looking very bullish. Nothing not bullish again about this. But the daily, we're on a daily 9. What is in a, let's just try and get us a bit more space here, a bit more. So yeah, we're on a daily 9 here, but we've got, look, if we look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th 9 in a row. Obviously getting controlled by the weekly and the monthly time frames, which clearly proceed over Clearly, basically, are the boss, the boss of the daily time frame. But at some point we probably get a pullback at some point. Maybe we won't. Maybe we're just gonna go up and up. But yeah, but RSI very bullish. MACD looks like it's turning bullish again as well. I mean, it is bullish obviously, but looks like it's gonna turn green again on here as well. So yeah, so what I can say is this is not necessarily a 9 that you're gonna want to be too excited at taking. Well, we'll have a quick look at gold. Lastly, finally gold. We would have done our weekly and monthly yesterday. Obviously bullish. We know gold at the moment is bullish. So daily. And the daily though, the daily looks like we could be at least coming down to test the the 50. And we're now operating under the 21. And the 21 is going to start to kill down, so we could either test the 50, potentially even the 200 here, guys. Depending on what happens. I mean, I think this would be a great spot to buy, assuming it happens. I mean, it was a great spot last time. And yeah, so we kind of got to see what happened here. But this market is very bullish, so I would suggest that even a test of the 21 is going to be a great entry. And yeah, we look like we could get that, if not lower, because RSI moving down, MACD moving down. So there we go. See what happens there. So anyway, so right, there we go, guys. That is the end of the video today. So yeah, check out my other videos, because I do other price analysis for Bitcoin. I've got various strategies for day trading Bitcoin that I use, and autobot strategies that I also trade and use, and various like very good indicators that I use as well. So yeah, so remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and remember, if you've got any tickers that you want us to look at tomorrow, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, so thanks guys, thanks for listening. If this was useful and you've listened this long, please hit the like button. Let's get some likes on the videos, and I will speak to you guys soon.